some hand warmers, and I thought to myself, do you know what? Let's get them made for the shop, because I have some scrap that I can make squares. Oh. Good morning everyone, how are you? How are we? Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you're new here, I'm Victoria and I run 2 online Etsy shops from this studio here. One side is Scrunchies and Bows, where I thrift materials such as bedding, duvet covers, pillowcases, pyjamas, dressing gowns, bring it home, give it a good old wash, and then make beautiful hair accessories such as scrunchies, bows, headbands, clips. Key fobs are thrown in there. Soon to be added tote bags, soon to be gift sets, so eye masks and scrunchie gift sets in a gift bag, and what we're about to do today. And on the other side is my witchy shop. Everything is made by myself. It's Kack-A-Ling Sisters, and all things witchy you'll find on there, such as spells, wheel of the year, book of shadow sheets, you name it. Anything witchy you'll find on there. So, excuse what I look like. Well, and my hair. To be fair, if you're not new to the channel, you'll be used to the state of what this is. But if you are new, I have just come back from a run. So, I had today off and I was like, go for a run. Go for a run, Victoria. Get healthy. So I went for a run. I do enjoy a good run. So I went for a run. I am back now. I went for a run in my shorts and t-shirt, and we are full on. We're full on in winter, and in the UK we are currently battling a storm. So we have a storm going on. So it was raining, hence why the hair looks like it looks. I make no apologies. So the hair looks like it looks because it was raining. I was in shorts and t-shirts, but it did remind me. Every year I make my 2 smaller boys some hand warmers, and I thought to myself, do you know what? Let's get them made for the shop. And I'm going to use the material I used in the last vlog, this vlog here, because I have some scrap that I can make squares. Oh. So I'm going to make them. I've got some of the scraps from the other day, so we will get that cracking. To start that, you will see, oh, let me sip my cup of tea. So you will see I have my scales here, and I have my rice that I usually have just sitting up here. I'm going to weigh out my rice, and then I'm going to add some lavender essential oils into it and let that all dry out whilst I'm making them. And then once they're made, I can get them in. So I'll bring you along with that. Let's crack on with that and see where we get on. And if I look a state, I look a state. It is what it is. We've got this. We can do this. Let's go. Measuring this out. Just trying to see if I have a smaller pot. I don't.
Woke up late again, same routine, no end, city noise, loud buzz, coffee spills, red bus.
Lavender is a really strong smell, so we don't need a lot of them. A lot of it. We do need for it to dry out. It's definitely one of my favourite smells. It's up there. We can leave it open now to dry out. It's already, to be fair, because you can't put a lot in. So in my last video you would have seen me make my eye masks, and I made it with this beautiful material. So I'm just gonna cut into this now. Okay, so we've got our 4 fronts and then we've got our 4 backs. I'm just going to give them a little. Okay. There we go. Right sides together. And let's go.
Crowded streets stand still. Morning rush, such a thrill. Faces blur, quick pace. Lost in time, this place. City stress takes a toll.
Okay, we've got all 4 done. We just need to cut them and flip them and then see where we're at. It's good to cut the corners off these, but not near where, well, you cut it as thin, as close to it as you can get because it will help, but don't cut into the thread you've just done. There are restrictions with making these. I'll just say you can't use anything metallic because it's going in the microwave. I have always used rice, so back in the day I used to sew weighted blankets for my kids and I'd use rice. Yoga masks where it's basically like a sleep mask, the same as an eye mask, but instead of it being quilted you just put the rice and lavender in, and then when you do yoga to help you, or meditate, when you're lying down, the rice just sits comfortably in your eyes and the lavender smell, it helps you. If I decide to do them again, I'll bring you along. Right, they are done. Now I did the same things I did the other day and left myself a really small space. So let's see if I can get into it and flip them. Do you know what? I'm telling you, you've got to cut stuff and then I didn't even do it. Right, you want to go in and you want to cut your corners.
Running circles, never hold. Heavy hearts, tired minds. Endless race can't unwind.
Okay, now let's flip it with the tiny little holes I've left myself. Arvin's come to say hello.
City stress takes a toll. Running circles, never hold.
All you need to do, if you're struggling with a really small space, I do this to myself all the time. Try and get one corner in, and with that corner in, you'll be able to pull. And now that 2 little ones, 2 little circles, just leave them for the time being. Focus on a corner.
Heavy hearts, tired minds. Endless race can't unwind.
So now they're in. Let's get them poked through. I doubled all my corners up because I don't want any to leak, but still poke through gently.
Crowded streets stand still. Morning bus. Crowded streets stand still. Morning rush, such a thrill. Faces blur, quick pace. Lost in time, this place. City stress takes a toll.
Okay, so 2 sets. I'm making one for me, one for the shop for now. Now this isn't a necessary step if you've let it dry out. For me, it has dried out, but I just want to double check it's not going to leak onto the backing of my material. So I'm just double checking. Okay. So I've got the rice at the ready. I'm just going to grab a spoon or something to pop it in, get it in there. I'll be back. So we made sure any excess oil was off. In the opening now, we're just going to pop in some of the rice. Rice is my preferred method. You don't have to use essential oils neither. You can use actual lavender and mix it in, but it's my preferred method. It's just something I've always used. Okay, so now half of that weight is in there. I'm going to do the next one and then we'll weigh them before we sew them up. It might seem crazy to weigh them. I halved it. Once you add in the weight of the lavender oil, it adds to the weight. So the weight's all different. I'd rather measure it this way because you are going to notice it in your hands. If you're holding both and one's bigger than the other, you're going to feel that.
City stress takes a toll, running circles never hold. Heavy hearts tight.
An easier way to do this is to have a little funnel. I need to go and get one. I have one for my spells, but I don't want to contaminate, so I don't cross-contaminate. Alright, put them together and have a little feel. Oh, they are nice. They feel right. And we give them a little weigh, see what the difference is in them. There may be no different. They're the same weight. So, see, because I'm a visual person, I can see visually. Like when you split it, sometimes it helps. So now we're going to seal up these on the outside. You could pop a little label in, but I think that would irritate people. It would certainly irritate me. I'd probably end up playing with the label too much.
Noise, loud buzz, coffee spills, red bus. Crowded streets stand still, morning rush, such a thrill. Faces blur, quick pace, lost in time, this place.
Okay, they're done. Let's catch up. Okay, so they are done and they are adorably cute. I can't stop smelling. They smell lush. Lush. They're well lush, they're well lush. Right. 2. And you can hold them and squidge them. As you squidge them too, it releases more of the lavender smell. So, little hand warmers. You can hold them in the winter. You just heat them in the microwave. Pop them in the microwave for about between 15 and 20 seconds and see if that's enough. They're only little. And if it's enough, that's enough. If not, do it in like 5 to 10 second increments and heat them up and pop them in your gloves. Yeah, pop them in your gloves. So, I'm going to take some photos and I'll pop them in here. I think I probably could have... Yeah, I'll take some photos and pop them in here and let me know what you think. So all there's left to do is bid you farewell. Take care of yourself and take care of others. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you again real soon.